It tires me up and hurts me. I'm going to miss it terrible.
A shocking discovery in a Clay County home as a man and his wife were found murdered.
Police say he lured a dog into his yard, trapped it, and then shot it. Tonight, more on the investigation into an animal cruelty case out of southern Kentucky. And friends and family of a Madison County dispatcher who was stabbed to death pay their final respects.
This is WKYT News at 5:30.
Good evening to you. Police are trying to figure out who killed a southern Kentucky couple found dead at their home.
Police found Leon and Shirley Jackson yesterday afternoon at the home on Burchell Road just outside Manchester. Police believe the couple died in a shooting. Phil Pendleton is in Clay County tracking the investigation. He has our top story at 5:30.
At the end of this gravel drive at Burchell Branch Road, a crime scene unfolded Wednesday afternoon with the murders of Leon and Shirley Jackson.
It's heartbreaking, to know that things like that happen.
Ernest Sizemore called the 67-year-old Leon Jackson a friend.
He stopped by all along here and talked to me. I tell him, I said, well, he'd asked me when I went to church, tell me to give him prayer request for him.
I spoke briefly with Leon's brother Baxter, who lives just down from the couple. He says this is incredibly shocking. He doesn't know how or why any of this could have happened. He tells me that his brother and his wife had recently become very active in their church. In fact, just recently giving their lives to the Lord. The couple's pastor says he found Leon Jackson dead near the front of the house, then drove to the sheriff's office where deputies and Kentucky State Police responded.
When we got detectives on the scene, we discovered the male and the female victim deceased of apparent gunshot wounds.
It's not known when the murders happened, but the pastor says he hadn't seen the pair in 2 weeks and would normally talk to Leon frequently. Sizemore says the murder brings both fear and sadness to the area that is not known for a lot of crime.
Yeah, it tires me up and hurts me. I'm going to miss it terrible.
In Clay County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Autopsies were done this morning, but the results have not been released. Several suspected drug dealers are off the streets tonight after a roundup in Scott County. And one of those arrests includes a man who served time in a high-profile murder case from 2002. Timothy Crabtree was arrested on heroin trafficking charges this morning. He's one of 40 suspected traffickers targeted in the roundup.
The hope is to curb the problem that we have, to let the individuals know out here that are dealing in narcotics that we're going to continue to investigate this. This isn't going to be a 4-month thing that we're going to stop and not do it again for 6 months. We're going to continue to go out and target these drug dealers.
The Scott County Sheriff says half of the arrests made today were for offenders trafficking heroin.
Police say he shot and killed a dog after luring it into a hunting trap in his yard. Tonight, a Laurel County man is charged with animal cruelty. Police arrested Robert Shabell yesterday at his home in Lilly. They say he placed rabbits in cages on his back porch to lure the dogs into his yard. But as Mark Barber tells us in this Crime Tracker report, employees at a nearby daycare are concerned about the safety of their children.
Neighbors say Robert Shabell's yard is booby-trapped with hunting traps, and not the kind that an animal could walk into unharmed. They say the traps here clamp over an animal's leg. The daycare next door says that has created a huge danger for their children. When you're driving by this house on US 25 in Lilly, if you blink, you'll miss the signs. But those who live next door say there is no escaping them.
You can't have this next to a daycare. You can't.
Signs warning of live traps dot the yard, and behind the home, they lead to rabbit hutches. Neighbors say Shabell used his rabbits as live bait to lure dogs that would roam the neighborhood. Daycare workers who don't want to talk on camera are worried the traps could also catch a child.
Kids can't read signs that say caution, live traps.
According to an arrest citation, 3 weeks ago, Shabell trapped a dog and while it was howling, shot and killed it. He was arrested yesterday and charged with second-degree animal cruelty and second-degree wanton endangerment. Parents say the traps are still here, so they still have concerns.
They don't want their children next to someone who's setting live traps in their yard to bait dogs with rabbits on their back porch.
Shabell will make his first court appearance tomorrow morning. He did not want to talk to us about the case from the detention center. In Laurel County, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Shable does not have a criminal record in Laurel County. He is in jail on a $2,500 cash bond.
We now know the names of the people involved in an officer-involved shooting. Our county-by-county coverage at 5:30 begins in Grayson County. Police responded to a domestic disturbance at a home on St. Paul Road in Litchfield yesterday. They say 66-year-old Christopher Higdon was holding a gun in the driveway, and when he refused to drop the weapon, police say Sheriff Norman Chaffins shot him. Higdon was pronounced dead at the scene. Officers say they wish the situation had ended differently.
A lot of people don't really realize that, that law enforcement gets a black eye sometimes, especially this day and age where they think, that's all we want to do is hurt people, and that's not the case. No law enforcement officer I know wants to have to do that.
Sheriff Chaffins is on administrative leave while police investigate the shooting. In Owsley County, family and friends of a Madison County dispatcher are paying their final respects. Benjamin Brewer's visitation is tonight until 8 o'clock at the Owsley County High School Gymnasium. The 28-year-old was stabbed to death last weekend during an argument at a party. Brewer's funeral is tomorrow afternoon at 1 at Boonville Funeral Home. In Mercer County, a school was on lockdown today while police investigated another death threat. Leaders at Mercer County Intermediate School say someone wrote "kill all" in a bathroom. The school was on a soft lockdown while police searched the school and grounds. School leaders sent home a letter to parents asking them to talk to their children about the incident.
Some warmer temperatures are pushing into the area, and we could see some record highs this weekend. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey has an early look at this unseasonably warm weather. Chris?
It's very warm out there right now across much of the region as well. We've already been seeing temperatures deep into the 50s throughout most of the region. Take a look outside right now. We see those numbers that are into the low and mid 50s across most of central and eastern Kentucky. A lot of clouds are showing up throughout the region as well, and those clouds are going to be seeing more in the way of some fair skies into most of central and eastern Kentucky. We're going to be dealing with the possibility of temperatures by the weekend reaching the 50s into most areas. As we get a little deeper into that weekend, again, we're going to see the thermometers that will really begin to climb during this time. And overall, it is a setup that can give us the possibility for record high temperatures as we get deeper into that weekend. Take a look at the numbers we're forecasting right now for the city of Lexington. We go into our Saturday, 68 degrees is our record high. Sunday, the record is 70. I think we have a good shot of getting to both of those records before all is said and done. So, Amber, to say that this weekend could be a record breaker certainly is appropriate as temperatures surge towards 70.
I like your segue, because for today's good question, I jumped over here in the Weather Center to talk about something that everybody is talking about, this weather. People are loving it. Crazy. But if we think back, it's not been that long ago that we actually saw some temperatures like this in December, right?
You know what? You're exactly right. Look at this graphic again. The last time that we had temperatures like this in December, well, 70 degrees on December 22nd, just a few days before Christmas, Amber, 2 years ago. As a matter of fact, in Lexington, 2 of the last 3 years have had temperatures at 70 degrees or better. Look at December 1982. We had 7 days with thermometers that were at 70 degrees or better, including the all-time warmest Christmas day on record. That day in December of 82, Christmas 82, it was 72 degrees in Lexington. Ironically, 1 year later was the coldest Christmas ever.
I think we went through that really long winter last year. We just tend to forget about all of this because that's all we have in our minds. So it's nice
and you
to
know
remember.
what? Last year as well in December, we did not have a lot of snow. We did not have a lot of cold, too. So let's see how this winter progresses. But overall, over the next several days, yeah, records certainly may go by the wayside.
Chris, thank you. Enjoy for sure. And to send in a good question to us, all you have to do is go to WKYT.com.
Police say it's something more people need to do. Lexington police are encouraging people to move over and slow down when they see an officer on the side of the road. Officer David Burke says he was helping a woman whose car had broken down. He positioned his cruiser to protect her from oncoming traffic when a truck almost hit him.
While I was sitting there, I had my seatbelt fastened because you never know what's going to happen. I hear a loud screeching like skidding, and I look in my rear view and there's a truck behind me doing a 360 skidding, coming right towards the rear of my vehicle, and spun out probably within, I'd say, 6 feet of my rear bumper.
Officer Burke says most officer deaths happen when an officer is hit by a car.
I'm Bill Bryant. Governor Matt Bevin appoints an influential Democrat to a top job in his Republican administration, and it could affect the balance of power in the legislature. And more bad news about state pensions. The bottom line is ahead.
I'm Victor Puente in Lexington, where a realtor has been charged with stealing jewelry from a home he was showing to clients. Coming up at 6, we'll tell you about the charges he's facing.